At Dad's funeral, I let my stepmom and her kids celebrate like the estate was already theirs. Then I saw their faces drop when the truth came to light. Dad died on a Tuesday. Valerie had the funeral planned by Thursday. "We need to make this elegant," she announced, flipping through catering menus while I sat beside his hospital bed. Robert would want something sophisticated. My father had been dead for 6 hours. His body was still warm when she started planning how to spend his money, already calculating which caterer would impress the right people and which flowers would photograph best for her Instagram tribute. Valerie had moved into our house when I was 15, arriving like a perfectly manicured tornado that destroyed everything in its path. She brought her twins, Owen and Chloe, who were my age, but acted like they owned the place from day one. Dad was so smitten with her bleached smile and yoga-toned body that he didn't notice how they'd systematically erased every trace of my mother from our home. The transformation didn't happen overnight. Valerie was too smart for that. She understood that dramatic changes would raise suspicions. So, she worked slowly, methodically, like a surgeon, removing healthy tissue one piece at a time. It started with small rearrangements. Valerie would move things while Dad was at work, claiming she was just organizing and making the space more functional. Mom's favorite coffee mug, a chipped ceramic piece I'd made in 3rd grade art class, disappeared from the kitchen cabinet. When I asked about it, Valerie said it must have been accidentally broken during cleaning. "These things happen," she said with practiced sympathy. "I'm sure your mother would understand." Mom's reading chair, a comfortable overstuffed armchair where she'd spent countless evenings reading to me, got moved to the basement because it didn't match the aesthetic Valerie was creating. The family photos on the mantel were gradually replaced with Valerie's professional headshot and glamour shots of the twins. "We need to blend our families visually," she explained when I protested. "It's important for your father to see us as a unified unit." But I knew the truth. Valerie wasn't helping Dad heal or blending our families. She was methodically erasing my mother's existence to make room for herself, like painting over a masterpiece with cheap house paint. The psychological manipulation was subtle but relentless. Valerie would make comments about how unhealthy it was for Dad to cling to memories of his deceased wife, how important it was for him to move forward and embrace new possibilities. She'd frame every suggestion as being for his own good, positioning herself as the caring woman who wanted to help him heal. "Grief counselors recommend removing triggers," she'd say while boxing up Mom's belongings. "Your father needs space to build new memories without constantly being reminded of his loss."